Hello, everyone, and welcome to my intuitive energy channel. Hope you're all doing well. I'm absolutely great. I feel good today, and I thought I'd catch up with a reading. So I hope you're all doing. I should be able to get quite a few readings done this next week or so. So keep an eye out. Put your notification bell on and all that kind of YouTube thing. So life's too short. So what I've got here is energy wise is life's too short to be in this energy or around this energy. Yeah, life's too short. So I don't know what that means, but yeah, and I also get here it's like losing yourself to actually fit in with a situation or with a person or a situation. It could even be like a survival kind of energy that you've had to fit in to survive, that kind of thing. Um, but not now, okay. I'm getting like, life's too short pander panda. So I'm going to, gosh, I feel so hot. I'm just going to take this off, guys. Sorry, I feel very hot all of a sudden. So I don't know if that means anything. Maybe a hot country, maybe going somewhere warm, maybe another climate kind of thing. So maybe that's a sign there. I've got my channeling deck here. So let's have a look here at the channeling deck. Yeah, maybe warmer climate, maybe warmer. Life's too short. That keeps coming through. Life's too short. Start enjoying your life. Start having a few laughs because whoever this is that you've been around has tried to project their kind of negativity, darkness onto you, and they've tried to make you like that, bring you to their level without success, I feel. So I've got three cards here, actually four. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have time to read all of those, but I'll have a go. I hope you're all, like I say, please, before we get started, please like, share, put your thumbs up, and I don't know, comment. So this one here, you can stop it and read it. It says, University of Life, wisdom has taught you valuable lessons. That you could actually teach this to other people now. You have a gift to share, a spiritual gift that you actually feel this more than most people, these energies. I need to use my mind. You are knowledgeable, a deeper thinker from teachings you studied. Your mantra is knowledge is everything. Wow. Keep learning, keep gaining knowledge, keep gaining wisdom, emotional, psychological, and understanding. Hmm. What's the other one say here? Oh, so excited. You feel that you've come back home. Well, there's this feeling of coming back home, whatever this is. It could be that warmer climate, as I said. Soul family, soul connections. Somebody tested your loyalty like a game and allowed you to. It's like whoever this is, it could be family, it could be an ex-lover. This person taunted you and tested, prodding you, and testing your loyalty. And upping the ante to test that loyalty, and you kind of raise the bar here to actually, meet this kind of proving that you were loyal to this person, expressing your loyalty to this person. This person was doing this deliberately. They were playing a game to see how much you were loyal to them. To even whoever this is, they may have actually cheated on you. They may have flaunted a third party in your face to see if you would fight for them, to see if you would, fight and try to win them. They tested your loyalty to that extent, okay? Yeah, it wasn't just small things. I feel whoever this is tested you on bigger things. I just, it was like a game. It was like a game of, you're so loyal. You're so loyal. You're so giving. It's like you are unbelievable. What person does that? People like you don't exist in this world anymore. I'm just going to test this and I'm going to play this, see how far you are. Okay, loyal. This became very intense very quickly, and you started to pull away. Because this loyalty game, there's like this fear of this becoming more intense each time. This person wasn't satisfied. They wanted you to beg. They wanted you to beg, steal, borrow to show your loyalty to them. They wanted you to fight for them. They wanted to have cat fights for them. And once you saw this intensity, it was pretty much off-putting. I think they kept upping the ante to see how loyal you were, either to a family or to a partner or both. I'm going to test your loyalty because you're too perfect. You work so hard with relationships, and who does that? So this person took this too far and may have um, may have accused you of injustices that didn't exist, or accused you of things that you don't even dream of, and just wanted you to fight your corner to prove your loyalty. And this was more than just proving your friendship. This was something like an ego thing. It was like, I need you now to feed my ego, to prop up my ego. Um, and I feel this was a little bit off-putting, and you kind of stepped back and thought, okay, this is not about trust. It's not about integrity. It's not about loyalty. This is more than that. This is about making you feel good about yourself, like a power game. Um, and this is about wounds, open wounds and baggage. And because other people did not step up to show that they cared, that they're making sure that you give them something that they were deprived of, maybe in their childhood, or they were deprived of from their ex or their mother, like a mother wound. So that they wanted you like I never had females fighting over me ever. So I'm going to test you to see if you're going to fight. And it's good. It's good for me. It's good for my ego. Yeah, this is about wounds and baggage and the past here. Yeah. And being deprived of somebody chasing them, being deprived of somebody, or they may have been chased when they were in their teenage years. And now they're older, maybe 50s, 60s, who knows? They're seeing their mortality. they want to feel like they were in that when they were 20 kind of thing. Could be that, okay. Hmm. It's exhausting. I get this is exhausting. And it's also getting somebody who's very attractive, very beautiful to actually do this for them, which is more of an ego boost. This person recognizes your efforts and trying to get you to work harder for this connection. Um, Nothing is too much for them. And they want you to have this mindset of nothing's too much for you. Yeah, like a loyalty test. How much do you care? I need to test you to see how much you care. And I feel you, something was ridiculously said, and I feel that you step back. I thought that is not normal, and you're doing it to get some kind of rise here. And I think I'm going to step back from this. And I feel this is what this is. It's got too, it's like it escalated, became intense, you know, whether it's a family member or whether it's an ex or whether it's a partner, this person escalated to get more and more from you. And, you know, and still that was not enough. And I just need to I know that you've cooked me a fantastic meal here, and I know it's been cooked to Michelin star level, but I'm still going to complain about it to test you. Yeah, this is what this is. And I get like a feeling nauseated, exhaustion even, feeling like a drop in your gut here to say, oh my God, like a realization. This is because somebody, your resilience and your strength and your abilities created a resentment in this person, and your abilities created a resentment in this person. And they tested your strength, your resilience, and your courage here. And it was like a mirror. It's like a mirror. Um, they felt very weak on a maybe in a weak position. Maybe their life they felt they were going nowhere and they had nothing to live for and this is they tested your strength, your resilience, your courage, your loyalty here to get some kind of energy to feel alive. Um, that's what I get here. It's like that last ditch attempt. Um, because they are weak. And then at the same time, spread a narrative about you that you are broken and that you are the weak one here when it was them all along. And got these other people to deliberately underestimate you because they wanted to feel like they were extracting that strength from you, that resilience from you, extracting that ego kind of prop and from you to feel good about themselves. But really, they did it because they were weak. But they wanted everybody to see you as the weaker one, to underestimate you because their time is running out. The time is running out, and you know this could be somebody who is old and bitter, and it could be that it could be somebody who feels they've got nothing going on in their life, and looking at you, you're very vibrant, you're very resilient, you've still got plenty of energy left in your life, and like stealing this from you. it's like they're saying, I've got nothing left. But when I look at you, it just reminds me of that. Um, so they steal it from you. Somebody's time is running out. So this could be an elder. It could be someone around you that feels like their time is running out. It could be um, a partner who feels like you're not going to put up with this any longer, and they may be going through a midlife crisis. Um, and they know that you're clever and you've got so much going for you. And for some reason, you still have this get up and go, and you don't look your age. You're very attractive, and they're losing it. They're losing all of that. Wow, where do I go with this? Let's pull out this deck here and have a look at this deck here, which is really a mishmash of two decks together. But looking at this, can yeah, life's too short to. I think it's like putting a halt to this, saying, you know, your life is pretty much over, and you don't. That's your fault if you feel there's nothing left. But there's a lot left in my life. And I get this energy of life's too short to tolerate this. So there's like this stepping back from actually tolerating this. Um, I don't want to feel like my life is over when it's not, kind of energy. Or somebody has got, I don't know, somebody could have had uh, got lots of children, finances are squeezed, feels like they are hemmed into a corner, got hundreds of grandchildren before their time or something like that, and feel like that they've got this responsibility for these children and their children and their children, but they've lost themselves and they lost themselves a long time ago. So it could be that. It could be somebody's lost their identity to all of this going on. Okay. And there's no end in sight for this. It's like I could get my life back at this age, but this is keeps going on and on and on, and it's not ending. I get this. Okay. So it could be that. It could be all three. It could be all of them. It could be an ex, it could be a family, it could be someone who's got lots of kids and they feel trapped. It could be all of them. Okay, so let's pull out a card here. What does this say? Oh yeah, somebody is trying to relive their youth and trying to, and maybe being a little bit ridiculous by meeting people half their age and having sex with them, and just to prove they've still got it. Okay. And I'm not talking about somebody young here. I'm talking about somebody in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, maybe even their 70s. Okay. Um, Maybe 80s. Who knows? But I feel somebody is targeting quite young girls, like teasing these young girls too, and they see you like that, you're attractive. So this is where this teasing comes in, because they're teasing young girls who actually get some kind of reaction to bolster up their ego. And the habit of this is bleeding out, and they're doing it to you, okay? And this is a shock. This is a big shock that this could be something you don't know about, and it's going to come out into the open that this is a big shock that this person, maybe in the 50s and 60s, chasing after somebody in their 20s, and it's going to be a big shock to you. Um, it's like it's allowed. Their upbringing, it's like it's allowed. This person is trying to make up for lost time here, but it's not tasteful at all. I don't feel it's tasteful. You're going to hear about this because this person is going to talk about this. You're going to hear about this through somebody bragging about it, talking about it, a text message, a phone call, an email. This person wants to tell you about their antics, show off about it, and it's controversial. This person is a lot younger than them, and it's controversial, and they want to tell you about it. If it's an ex, they want to confess to you. I got seduced by somebody a lot younger, but it's something to do with backstabbing you to make you feel. I don't think. What's this got to do with you? Okay. I don't know what this is here, and it's a shock. This person is laughing about it. Feels like it's controversy. Um, I shouldn't do this, but I am. I feel like I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. They could have done this to you. They could have cheated on you. They may actually start to sit down and talk to you about it and say, "This, I've done this, and I want to be open about this." I don't know why they would want to tell you that. I think they've got to because they feel they've got unfinished business. The unfinished business is wanting you to forgive them for doing this. I mean, this could be a father figure that's done this to your mother and telling you about it to get forgiveness from you, um, to make them feel better. Or it could be an ex, or it could be a partner. And I just get it's like unfinished business. It's like they can't feel good about themselves unless they tell you about this and get your forgiveness. Because they actually got caught. Somebody caught them doing this, and whoever caught them, they know that they are going to tell you about it, Snake. Um, I also get that you are going to be thrown into the spotlight here. And I feel that your abundance is starting to come in here. So here there is somebody who wants to tell you and be forgiven for what they've done here. Um, but they only want to know you because your blessings are coming in here. And they know that you have a potential to actually do really, really well in your life and be very secure and loyal. You know, it's all this loyalty testing. This loyalty testing may be something, well, I'll test your loyalty before I actually tell you here and expect your forgiveness. I want to test your loyalty first to see if you care about me that much. Okay, well, that's what I'm getting here. I don't know whether that resonates to anybody. Let's have a look at the abundance here, see what I get with the abundance. Um, if you are starting a business, make sure that you sign up with a an accountant to do your books and do it properly because I feel that there is money going to start to come in for you that you need to organize. Okay, this is because of all your hard work. This is just going to start to pop up. It's like an opportunity here that's going to pop up, a surprise, somebody reaching out to you, and this is a surprise, and it's very lucrative, whatever this is. It's a surprise. It could be if you've got a YouTube channel, it could actually suddenly take off. But this is like something that's going to pop up. It could be an opportunity, a job, um, and this is something you know that's quite. You have to sort out your finances properly here. This person wants to come back to you because you are growing. Your life is starting to evolve here with the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. You're starting to evolve, and this is going into the past, and there's lots of fighting with this person to test your loyalty and see how far they can push you. Um, but I also get many options here, many options coming in for you. But it also could be this person who's had many options. You know, it could be their options. One night stands, string alongs. It didn't mean anything. It was just, I was just testing to see if I still had it, you know, still see if I could still pull the birds kind of thing. It's too late because I feel that they're going to reach rock bottom here. His karma is going to start to catch up with them. Okay. They want to love bomb you. I get phone calls, text messages. I'm thinking of you. And this is like push pull. You know, one minute they are love bombing you, the next minute they are starting these arguments with you because they've got other options around and they have to fulfill these other options here. And this is push pull. I don't feel you trust this person. They may come with love bombing, and you don't trust it. You don't trust the love bombing, and you know that within a few weeks they're going to create a drama so they can see the other bits on the side, kind of thing. Um, yeah, and I get this person's life is starting to crumble. And you are going to be ascending with your life here and expanding, transcending here and a new phase, entering a new phase. Yeah. So it looks like here somebody has, as I've explained, somebody has thought that I wonder if I've still got it. Obviously, I've still got it if I can still pull these young birds, single mothers or whatever, and people that and I feel they're vulnerable types too. I feel that they look to this person as older and wiser and a protector, and they may be single mothers in a very vulnerable position, but this person sees them as quite young, and I can still get a young female, and I can still do this, and I can still sleep with this person. When really these younger females are possibly looking for some kind of stability or some kind of way of getting some father figure to look after their child, and but they see it, and I feel this person may actually be narcissistic, and they deliberately target young females with children who are in a vulnerable state, you know, which is not good. Um, and I get not enough. Although they're young and they they don't they're not you, and I feel that they're not you, and it's like it's dawning on them that they are targeting vulnerable people. Like this person, these vulnerable females are. very low in self-esteem, and their target. I get like a narcissist targeting vulnerable females here that can be manipulated, that are lacking in confidence. They see it as like controversy. Again, it's like, look at me. I know it's wrong, but I can pull a bird at 25 and I'm 65 kind of thing. They start by grooming them. This situation is not good, guy. If this whoever this is, they are grooming very young females and making out that they are a pillar of society when really they know they are narcissistic and they're doing it to make themselves feel good. At the same time, they're backstabbing you. They're backstabbing you. Like somebody here could even be pretty broke or unemployed, retired and on a budget, are living beyond their means here. I just feel that you are sick and tired of this loser, whoever this is. If this is somebody around you and they're doing this, you see it as like you're targeting vulnerable females and making out that, hey, I can get somebody at 25 and look at me, I'm 60 and 70 even. And when really this person is grooming somebody who's vulnerable, who needs who has a very low self-esteem, um, and maybe a single mother that's looking for a father for their child, and they're running around saying, look what I can do," kind of thing. You, actually, you collective are sick and tired of this person. Sick and tired of this person, these cycles, you're over it, and you've made a decision to let this person go because they're pretty sad, really, to have to do this. Because I get like the third party, they get what they do is this third party, all these people are very low in self-esteem and they create a triangulation and make this third party jealous of you. And because they're very insecure, and I get this female being very jealous of you, manipulated by this person. You'll never be like my, you'll never be the one because collective was the one. You'll never be like her. And she was my, love of my life. And you are just a love affair. They make out that they're going to help them out, but at the end of the day, they treat them like, and I do get a third party, they treat them like just a love affair. You were just sex and, like an object, hooking up. And they love bomb them. And there's this like controversy, knowing that they're vulnerable and twist it into just a sexual encounter and hooking up here, okay. Um, with like a promise of maybe I'll be the father of your child. Maybe I will, and it's like, oh, I never promised you that I would marry you. I never promised you. But they manipulated the whole thing. They manipulated the whole thing. And it's like lightheartedness, lightheartedness. Oh, it was just fun. It was just a bit of fun. Um, I never said that I was going to commit to you. I never said that I want a relationship with you. And this is their mantra. They don't tell any of these people. They make them feel like there's something that's going to come of this. But it ends up that this they get them to keep coming back for more. But at the end of the day, they say they hope that they are addicted to their to them to get some kind of stability. And say, I never said that. I never said that I would have a relationship or get married or commit to you. In fact, the love of my life is the collective, not you. Never will be you. You're just a hookup. And then they get degraded. And whether they decide, these females, whatever they get out of this, uh, maybe their self-esteem is so low that whatever they get out of this, money, um, feeling they take them out, they feed their kids, whatever they get out of this, they bit confused because I'd rather be with that person than have no one. Um, like at least they spoil me now and again and show my kids that they care and but they keep saying I'm not going to commit to you. I don't want to get married. Um, but they get these vulnerable types. They get these vulnerable females with no self-esteem to have hope that maybe one day they will decide to want to commit to me and be with me. I mean, for God's sake, this person, this narcissist, didn't even want to commit to somebody they've known for over 20, 30 years. And they didn't want to be loyal to them. So why would they be loyal to someone that they see as someone that they can manipulate and take advantage of? You know, and it's just treated like a plaything and an option. It's cruel. It is cruel. Narcissists do this, I'm afraid. They get to an old age and they look to who they can target, who is vulnerable, and they see a single mother that's that's gagging or begging for a a father figure for their child. And this is how they get pulled in by these narcissists. Okay. It's making me feel sick actually, but let's have a look at you, okay? They want to confess this to you. What they want to do is confess that they have been having affairs with single mothers and taken advantage of the fact that they're looking for a father figure for their children and security. And they've strung them along for how long? Months, years? And they want to actually confess to you what they've done here. But they don't want to, you see, they've gone around hurting people, hurting these vulnerable females, making these vulnerable females feel as if they've got a, older guy that's going to look after them and their child. And they leave these people very depressed and hurt that they have been abused, really, because that's what it is. They're going around abusing these females and they're realizing this. All I'm doing is it's great to have sex with these young females, but really, you know what? I'm going around hurting very vulnerable people. And you know what? I'm starting to get a conscience here. and I can't do it. Um, so they come around back to you, their collective soulmate, and say, I just wanted to prove that I still had it, but I want to come back round to you, somebody in my own age, and live out my years so I'm not lonely and I have somebody who is on the same wavelength as me. I don't want to do that anymore. So they want to come back to you, who is their soulmate, okay? But behind the scenes, they've hurt a lot of people and want you to forgive them. And I want to confess to you that I was going through some kind of midlife crisis. And, I've hit rock bottom because I've realized that I am using people and vulnerable people. I saw it as like a lot of fun, and I knew it was controversial, and I was, 30 years older than them, and it's wrong, and I made them feel like that I was in love with them, and I wasn't in love with them. All I wanted was, and then they're going to blame you for not forgiving them and being very stubborn. They're gonna see you as like you're not going to forgive them and being quite stubborn. And it's like, do you know what? No, no, I don't want somebody like that. I don't want somebody like that. And they're going to see you as quite stubborn. They thought that you would forgive them, but I feel that they're going to end up with egg on their face here. And the trouble is that they are still in love with you. And this is where this person is going to end up with egg on their face because they're still in love with you. And this was like some kind of midlife crisis. What, when you're 60, 70? Um, I thought that happened when you're about 40 or 45. So yeah, they're going to say like, I just wanted to prove to myself I still had it, and I've come back full circle back to you. But then again, what if another female pops up, single mother, 32, 35, looking for a father figure? I get that there's avoidance here. You are going to avoid this person, and I feel that they've decided that they are in love with you. I'm in love with you. I know who I'm in love with, and but this avoidance in you being quite stubborn, or they see it as stubborn. I feel that you're coming into abundance too. You're starting to look good. You're starting to look very attractive, which they didn't see before, but I don't know. Somebody like this is with tons of issues. They've reached the age of, I don't know, I want to get married, I want to get engaged, or I want to remarry you, or I want to, redo our vows, and I want to prove to you that I love you. And I don't want single mothers. I don't want to be an abuser of people who are, vulnerable and who lack kind of confidence. And I know that, and I'm just manipulating them just to have sex with them. I don't want to do that anymore. Um, I want you. Can you imagine them saying sorry for that? Because for whoever I'm reaching out to here, that's what they have been doing. And they expect you. And they know that you deserve so much more than that. They're going to come back and they're going to try to love bomb you. Okay, so this is a warning. This person wants to come back in. Um, they've got a lot of, the things they've said behind your back to justify what they were doing. They need to correct all of those lies, They need to go and tell everyone, I was wrong. I was just in my ego state and I was just trying to prove to myself that I still had it, that I could still have sex with somebody more than half my age. And I just wanted to prove that over and over and over again. Um, I feel that you have reached, they're going to come in, um, love bombing, but I feel that you are starting, you're on a healing journey here. It's like, this is what you've been doing. Well, thank you for telling me the truth, but I need to heal from this. And you see this person as your enemy, you see him as the snake. You see this person as your enemy. Also, the other woman may get involved here. Wow. The other woman, the third party, may come in and while you're trying to heal from this. And this other woman is very young and childish, saying, "Oh well, it's you. You're a bitch, and you're evil. You're an evil bitch, and I think you were horrible and nasty, and I was so I treated them right, and you didn't. They're coming in with this, and you're thinking, oh my God, you're young enough to be my own daughter. For God's sake. Um, and this is about chaos. This person's made a real mess here, and I get third party infatuation that they believe all the lies that they've told, the manipulation, that they're so easily manipulated. And I feel like there's a few of these females dating quite a number of these females, and they're dating quite dating. Um, and they've been dating a lot of these females that are have low self-esteem and putting it on really thick and love bombing them and making it look as if, my ex or my wife or the person that I'm with, absolute cow, who's really bitchy, she's nasty, she's manipulative, she's aggressive. Um, all these things I've said about you, we're always fighting. She's not very good in bed. She's very unaffectionate when really all they're doing is manipulating these people. They're even saying that you are absolutely barking mad, that you've lost your mind, that you're insane, that you need help. I tried to help her. I tried to listen to her, but she wouldn't get help. And they're saying all of these things that are not true. Okay. Um, so you've got this going on around you. This person, whoever this is, having a field day at your expense, is telling them that I was really in love with the collective. I don't want to commit to anyone. I don't want a relationship with anyone. She really messed me up. She's crazy. Well, you did none of this, and all they were doing was just trying to feed their hollow ego and hollow shell to actually feel like they are worthy and they still have it and they still feel youthful. And it was all about ego. And they didn't care who they were doing this to, and they didn't care who they were doing it behind, whoever's back here. Yeah, third party, three people. There's a third party, whoever this is, and they've got egg on their face because the truth is coming out, okay? The truth is starting to come out. They're realizing, oh my God, you've manipulated me to just get sex out of me because I'm half your age. Um, they're going to come back to you. They want to. I feel that I feel this person may actually come back to you and say the only way that I could make it work with the collective, somebody that they've known for years, is if I confess to all of it, which is I felt that I was losing it. I felt depressed, and I wanted to prove that I still, I still was attractive. And they may even blame the ex before you for this. I wanted to prove that I was attractive, and I was wrong for doing this. I was going through some kind of crisis, and it went on for a long time, but I realized that you were very loyal, and they feel very, very guilty for doing this. And they want to tell you all of it. And they want to, and all the people they've dated behind your back, they want to confess to you that that they use manipulation, a push pull here. Um, I ended it very ferociously so I could go on a date with somebody else. And when that had burnt out and I'd had sex with them and it was over, I came back to you. And I did this multiple times. And I know that I've got a problem and I know that I've got issues. And I feel really, really guilty for doing this because you're very loyal and you're a good person and you didn't deserve this. You deserve so much more. Um, I feel they're thinking to the only way is to wipe the slate clean and start you either forgive them or you walk away. So they're planning to have a talk with you because they feel guilty for what they've done to you. All this seduction, they can't stop it though. They can't because this person, this third party, still comes back, seduces them because they've got the power. It's seduction, sex. It's the seduction here that they use to pull them back in. But they're not in love with these. They're in love with you. Okay, they're in love with you, not these third parties, not these flings, not these young single mothers or these young females that have no self-esteem. They're in love with you. It's like they've got it out of their system. I've got it out of my system now, and I know that I'm attractive, but I know that I'm in love with you as well. And I want to resolve this, and I want to come clean. Wow. Oh, whoever I'm reaching out to, what are you going to do about this? Collective. I'm deciding maybe to because I feel they want to come back because they know that you have the power to make things really, really work. and you have this loyalty that nobody possesses. Nobody comes to you anywhere near you, and they know that, and they know that you have the power to make things work in your life. You're very strong. You're very resilient. You make things happen, and these females wouldn't have a clue of doing half of what you do. Okay, and they know that, and they know you're very successful um in that way. But they've had to learn the hard way. They've had to learn the hard way that nobody actually measures up to you. And, that they're actually realizing now, wake up call kind of thing. They feel quite foolish with full card. Um, why did I do that? Why did I? It's like a crisis. Why did I why did I need to do that when Collective was so loyal and wanted a commitment and wanted marriage and wanted to do, work things together and have a life together? Why did I have to do this? Oh, it's too late because I feel that you're walking away from this. You've decided, even if they don't tell you the truth, I think you know, and you're walking away from this. It's really humiliating. Um, letting go. This person no longer serves you. They've not been there for you, and you're releasing the old and walking into the new. So I feel that you're moving on from this. Okay. I think if they do confess to you, I think you're probably forgive them for you. I think you may forgive them for your own mental health. I forgive you not for you, but I forgive you for me, so I can move on. And it's like making a judgment here, making a judgment to move on, move away from this. I mean, who'd want to stay in that anyway? I mean, it's pretty much destroyed, isn't it? Really. And you're moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. Your abundance is going to start to, I feel all the energy that you put into this person, this relationship, all the energy you're going to put into a project, or you're going to put all this love that you gave this person into yourself. And this is where you are going to reap the benefits of Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance, prosperity, stability, security, and a happy home. And a secure, happy home with possibly a new partner that actually appreciates you for who you are. And again, abundance, the Ace of Coins. You're moving away from this person and you're going to create abundance in whatever way that is, okay? And this is all about I get an explosive creativity, an infectious, you're going to get yourself back here, an infectious enthusiasm, creative beginnings, new skills, new things, and a new spark. Okay. And this is this isn't you. Okay. I don't feel it's a new you. I feel it's an enhanced you. Okay. Who you've always been. And, and I get a goddess here, becoming a goddess, the nurturer, getting your spark back, being expressive, not being dampened down so you don't ask questions. You're actually going to be quite expressive from now on instead of being quiet and dumbed down because you're frightened to actually broach a subject or ask questions here. Um, yeah, and healing, looking at your shadow side here, your mental health, how this has affected you. Um, exploring your unconscious mind and healing yourself. And I get the night, lots of pentacles, lots of abundance here, walking away. As soon as you walk away from this, you are going to bring back abundance in your life, and you know how to do this. No more trying to fix somebody, no more trying to wait for somebody's potential, no more trying to encourage somebody to do well. It's all about you, okay? And I get this card here, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is personal achievement, inner peace, success, harvest, and contentment. And I'm going to leave it there, okay? What an amazing, amazing reading. Thank you for coming. Keep going. If this is your collective, you're going to walk away from this mess of a person and you're going to put all that energy into your own abundance here. What they've said about you is unforgivable because you were never like that. You were always encouraging, loving, and kind, and they made you out to be an evil witch just so that they can get in between somebody half their age as legs, basically, and have sex with them. I'm going to leave it there. Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and bye for now.